Hello and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Hello readers, a bit of a content warning about this episode. It does contain extended, explicit sequences of people not being able to make up their minds that you may find disturbing. Don't forget to rate and review us on your podcast app of choice and contact us through our socials or email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com. That's it, let us push on with episode 266 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast, The Longest Time. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hello, everyone. I'm here with the usual crowd. We're going to have an interesting time, I suspect, this evening with a lot of thinking. Rejoining us is the Master of Spider Science, Dr. Eusebio Spider Lucas.
Hello.
Resting after a long afternoon, slaying the young of a rival male. We have the Owen Jones of the Samburu, favourite player, Dan. We have the man who put the hench into henchman, the hot Viking himself, Long Schlongerson. If you've ever wondered what would happen if you plugged a ZX81 into a waste disposal unit, we have Paul. And straddling his specially adapted high chair, gripping his undersized riding crop in his fat fist, glaring at me from under its stupid little hat, is the repugnant gobble jockey.
I turned into a haddock last time. Just listening to an earlier episode.
Where we left things were not ideal. Do we need a recap?
Yes, please.
Readers, they've been talking on social media in the gap between the last session and this session because they're a little worried about how things are going. Lucas, you missed it. But
yes,
within the shell of a nut, you've got a room with columns in it that you came into from a staircase that has got two exits. One heads off to the west into what looks like a workshop where statues get made. One heads off into the north into a chamber with this giant apparatus that seems to be sustaining a vortex of negative energy. In between those two chambers, because it turns out they are connected, is a raised section. A few steps up, then this platform, a few steps down the other side. In the middle of that platform, there is a circle marked out in green and black tiles, the colours of Chaos, that seems to be in turn sustaining some kind of weird, horrible, life anathema energy field. Within that energy field is sheltering a creature we're calling Pinky, which is a giant Avalarchia ghost-like horrible aberration. It's all tentacles and pincered arms and eyes. It has banished Parker. Lucas, it wasn't my fault. The blame game ran long and hard last session.
Basically comes down to
Paul got in
it?
early, I noticed, and insisted it wasn't him.
He would do, wouldn't he? Because he's the one that rolled the dice. So, I don't think you can look any further.
It's like a football management situation. Yeah. Is it the chairman who's to blame who appoints the manager, or the manager who's to blame who can't win the matches?
Well, it's definitely the manager.
Yeah, definitely.
Paul was appointed to make saving throws on your behalf, and he failed to make those saves. But he may have to pay a heavy price for that failure. We have Burple, who is hiding sort of out of...
What?
I listened back, and you effectively said, I am moving as far away as I possibly can and out of sight. He's hiding in the room with the columns. Sessions is hiding in the room with the columns. I say hiding.
Away and hiding.
Again, let's use the word sheltering.
Strategically
Uncle Buggy has
positioned.
gone to try and engage with the controls that seem to operate this vortex-sustaining apparatus while inspecting them and wondering about whether or not to just smash them up or start to just randomly start pulling levers and pushing buttons. He was stunned by one of these undead kiosk creatures. There are 3 of them with you in this unlife vortex chamber. We have different legs, immense pelvis, and front and back arms. Immense pelvis is a hinge head, shrieked and dropped Scaly to 0 hit points. And where we left things, different legs extended its bony hand towards Scaly, grated some words of evil from its dry skull-like maw. And Scaly, I'm afraid to say that you are dead.
Oh,
a word of power robs you of life.
Been there, done that. It's not all that.
It's not that
Got
bad.
the
Yes,
t-shirt.
exactly. And then there were 3. Well, kind of 2, really. because Uncle Buggy is stunned. So we just have Burple and Sessions. On that note, on 12, it is Sessions. Sessions, that's the end, I think, of the third round of your banishment spell. You have 7 rounds left. At this point, I get to sit back, readers, while they talk about what to do next.
What's you thinking, Graham?
Well, I mean, there are many options, but probably we need to prioritise, yeah? Obviously, to do anything
Have you got invisibility to undead?
No. I'm not even sure it exists.
No.
In this edition. But I have 2 forms of invisibility that I can use, one of which is through my channel divinity power. So I was thinking I can use that as my action and then move up to the entryway to the door, invisible, and then next turn I can move within the room. So I can get up to Scaly, I think, or maybe not.
You'll still be affected by their screeches, though, won't they?
They're not going to screech if they can't see anything.
Yeah.
I don't see why they wouldn't keep screeching to kill me and Burple.
Yeah, but they might well be further away. I mean, yes. So the problem I have is obviously I'm concentrating on banishment, which is holding back 2 hinge-heady guys, one in the corridor on our side of the Wall of Force. We did do a Wall of Force on that door, didn't we? What's the purple line?
We did, but I think the purple line has gone.
No, I think it's still there, isn't
I
it?
don't remember your Wall of Force coming down. You haven't done another concentration spell that I remember.
I thought I might have done.
I can't think of one.
Okay,
maybe
maybe not.
Taken the mark off.
Maybe not. Maybe I was just thinking about it.
Okay. Obviously, to do anything effectively, I have to move up to the precipice of the door.
Look, there are a couple of things I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We need to gain control of the battlefield, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
That means kind of partitioning off the areas. We can't really get the vortex room because there's too many of those green things. We'll just be overrun by Avalakia.
Mm-hmm.
But Buggy's in that room, so we could try and protect Buggy long enough for Buggy to do something, but he's currently stunned, and I think that's not likely to be effective. So it seems to me that a potentially better course of action would be to try and get Scaly back, and that's a room that we could control more readily, I think.
But it hasn't got the controls in it, has it?
No, it doesn't.
The ultimate aim is to smash the
room with
controls,
Scaly
and the quicker we do it, the
also
better.
has Pinky in. If we can attack Pinky...
and different legs.
I'm not so worried about
Pinky's sitting inside a blue force field of unknown provenance, which probably means that he deliberately went in there.
It's an abjuration.
Yeah, it's some kind of protective thing, right? So he's in there for protective reasons because he's holding onto a banishment, we think.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So in that room, we can potentially get not just Scaly, but we can also potentially get Parker
back. Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I could control the northern entrance to that room with a prismatic wall. Trouble is, the ceiling is 70 foot high, and the prismatic wall is only 30 foot high. So it would deal with, to a degree, different legs, an immense pelvis, and front and back arms, but it wouldn't deal with the Avalakia who could just fly over the top.
That's a sentence I never thought I'd do.
And I think one of the googly guys can teleport.
Yeah.
So it's not actually that straightforward an idea. But we could potentially teleport into that room and cast a prismatic wall across that northern entrance. And
why
then
don't we just move into
south,
that room?
Well, because it's quite far.
Okay.
Dimension door.
And to the south, we've got a wall of force. Right, so we've then kind of sort of partitioned it off, although it's not completely partitioned off to the north.
Okay, to bring
what are we going to do then?
bring Scaly back,
my
I have
thoughts
to
are a
touch
bit
him.
different.
Yes.
With these things, it's a time thing. You have to focus on what is the objective, and don't get distracted by killing monsters or trying to drag people out. I think you just got to try and smash these controls, switch this thing on as quickly as possible, and then work out how we're going to get everybody out. Because if we sort of regroup and seal off areas, we're not meeting the ultimate objective. And the quicker we do that, these Avalakia are going to ping in every round or something, aren't they, with those green flames?
That's a fair point, but we're down to 3.
Currently, we're actually down to
Well, we're sort of down to 2.
I don't know how
until you recover.
to get that situation any better, but I think
You
that's what
might
we should
only be
doing. I don't
stunned
know
for a round.
how we would do
We don't
it.
know how long you're stunned for.
I think I'll be stunned
Yes.
for a round. I'll get a roll next round, hopefully. Maybe, Graham, you go invisible and start smashing the equipment, and I'll go and try and do something.
I think
That's
the
the
problem
other
with
option.
invisibility
If you're
is
invisible,
Smashing
you
the
attack.
equipment, does that count as attacking it?
I'm suspicious that it would.
I think Mike said it would take a long time to work out how the controls work, so that's out of the question. Or you can randomly pull the levers. It could be like a 1 in 6 chance you'll get it right. or you can just smash them up. The trouble with getting the levers in a
Or
certain
are the
position,
levers are where you are, right, Buggy?
they're
They're
in
on
each
each
of these
arm.
alcoves.
The other thing I could do is pray for divine intervention.
1 in 5 ish.
1 in 5. I mean, that's actually not bad odds.
Yeah.
What would you ask?
Or maybe the best thing to do would be to
Ask for it to disable the
effect,
mechanism.
the equivalent of like
Do you get to use your Ort dice?
it's not a D20 roll.
Unfortunately, you do not.
So could try that. We could look for like a time
Well, you
stop,
could move up, and
which would allow us to move
the
around
divine
and do
intervention.
quite a lot of stuff. How many rounds does time stop last, Dan?
1d4.
Ah, okay, not that great.
1d4 plus 1.
So 2 rounds.
Enough to smash the equipment.
Well, no, but enough to get Scaly definitely and raise him.
I was wondering how time slot works. Could I get 1d4 plus 1 rounds of fiddling with these arms, for example? Or does everything kind of stop?
Surely, Burple, if you were to go to where Buggy is, do a wall of force there, or a prismatic wall, and then you've got all the time in the world to fiddle with the knobs.
Family show.
Yeah, except we don't.
No, but you've got more time than the 2 rounds that you could get if you roll a 1 on a d4 with
No.
time stop, and you
No.
protect Buggy,
No.
and then what?
So no. So as I mentioned, the prismatic wall is 30 foot high and the ceiling is 70 foot high, and the Avalarkia fly. Number 1. Number 2, I think front and back arms or one of them can teleport. So the prismatic wall really doesn't do that much.
Would they be able to teleport into that space though, because it's quite squeezed?
How high are these alcoves?
Going to be the same.
Alternatively, you can shape the wall into a sphere up to 30 feet in diameter, centered on a point you choose.
Yeah.
Just on the time stop question.
Yeah.
As always, the language is a little general, but you stop the flow of time for everyone but yourself. No time passes for other creatures. Doesn't say anything about you not being able to interact with your environment. The spell ends if one of the actions you use during this period, or any effects that you create during this period, affects a creature other than you, or an object being worn or carried by someone other than you. That's it. Therefore, I would say that you would be able to interact with the environment during a time stop.
Doesn't really help. But yeah, I could do a spherical wall of force. That's true.
Or
Around Buggy.
a prismatic wall can also be
Yeah,
spherical.
that's what I mean. That's what I meant.
All right, yeah.
Prismatic wall around Buggy.
Because it does say up to 30 feet, so you can make it small.
Yeah, could do.
Yeah, I think doing the prismatic sphere around Buggy, and I'll just stay there and try and keep smashing the thing. Meanwhile, you can try and get Scaly and Parker back. And Sessions could do a divine intervention.
You might end up with one of these things in with you. But yeah, okay. So let's assume that we do that.
Mike, if I'm banished, can I ready an action?
You can take no actions. You're
You can
incapacitated.
okay. Right. So effectively, when I reappear, then it's on my initiative round, or
So you will appear at the end of the round of the creature that banished you. If you've been banished, you've just disappeared.
Yeah, we assumed you'd been
You've
banished.
assumed you've been banished.
Yeah.
You could have been imprisoned.
You could have been imprisoned. You could have been turned invisible and paralysed.
Probably
You
we
could
would have
been-
walked into him by now.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. So one
Anyway,
option.
I'm just making sure that you don't build everything on a foundation that you're not.
Well, we have to build it on something.
So it's prismatic wall or time stop. They're both 9th.
prismatic wall sounds.
I'm thinking prismatic wall.
better to me.
So I suppose what I could do, I could dimension door
Yeah.
myself into the room with the pillars, close enough that I can move to Scaly next round and hide behind the pillar.
The thing I was thinking, Dan, is you could move up to Buggy and then do the prismatic wall around both of you, which protects you as well.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, and I was also thinking that Graham could dimension door there,
Yeah.
and then we have the 3 of us kind of around
Yes.
that arm end. If anyone
And
teleports
I mean, I'm
in,
assuming
we can
Scaly
potentially.
is-
Wouldn't it be better to do a wall,
Yeah.
a really tight wall of force then?
Can you teleport through a wall of force?
I don't know.
There's
Can
no
you not
room.
teleport through a
There's
prism?
no room to teleport into, is there? It's really cramped.
I
on.
assume
So
that
We have
Scaly
to. We've got 2 choices with
can be
Scaly.
dealt with later, right?
We can either try and deal with Scaly in the next minute, or we might as well not bother. A Revivify takes a minute. A Raise Dead takes an hour.
Well, minutes, ages. I mean,
A
it'll be
minute.
dead.
I would
when
say
everything's
two
finished.
minutes.
Sorry,
But
having
Scaly,
been dead,
surely
having
the-
been dead for up to a minute, it's one action, but it only can be cast on someone who's been dead
Yeah.
for
It's,
up to a minute.
I mean, I'm with
Ages
Johnny on that one, which is I think that at the moment, surely the task must be to disable this thing anyhow and then get the F out of there and take Scaly with us, even to the point at which you should, to be honest, also not really think about getting me back. And I've just basically have to, the minute I reappear, just run like the clappers. That's why I was asking about whether I can take actions, because effectively the first thing I should do when I come back would be to go invisible. And obviously I'm going to not know what's happened, but I don't know, can find some way of leaving me a message which just basically says, run like fuck. And then
probably not. You're going to see that there's no one around.
Yeah, and then I would do an invisible spell and then run, because I'm pretty quick if I move. I mean, I'm sort of out of there almost in one round. So my feeling would be protect the three of you who are still alive, disable the mechanism, and then Scarper with Scaly.
Maybe the thing that we really ought to do is actually just get out of here. And so this is one of the things that we didn't manage to achieve.
I don't think we should run away quite yet, because
I think
we
so
can teleport
too. I think
out,
you've
can't
got
we?
a chance to get this thing disabled.
We don't even need to teleport. We can dimension door.
Yeah, we've got
we don't have to
a
travel very
exit
far.
strategy.
So long as we're up, we have an exit strategy.
Okay, I can do either a prismatic wall or a wall of force. I think that's the plan, is to center around Buggy and try and disable that vortex.
Mm-hmm.
Wall of force is
Yes.
a 10-foot radius sphere, which is pretty good size actually for the space that we're in. It says nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage and can't be dispelled by dispel magic. A disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly, however. The wall also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel through the wall. It doesn't say that you can't cast spells through it.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of an interpretation probably required there.
I wouldn't have thought
Well,
you
you
could
need
do
a line of
spells.
effect.
Yeah, it's the scream, it's the shout that I'm thinking of. Does it block sound? Yes, it probably does actually, because
Yeah,
sound
block
is physical.
sound. I think
Okay.
we've already
Yeah,
established it
physical,
block
yeah.
sound.
All right, so that
Because-
the wall of force is probably the better option.
Yeah.
The prismatic wall blocks spells.
Mm.
Does that extend on the other planes?
I think it probably does.
Because you don't need to concentrate on it, right? So
That's
you
right.
could be doing loads of spells and whatever.
Yeah, the wall of force is
prismatic-
concentration, but what else am I going to do? I'm going to heal myself while we're in there, probably, unless we get attacked.
Or maybe Graham can heal us in there while we
Both
Smash the
try
thing
and
up.
go at the thing. Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
And maybe even Graham could do a divine intervention while we're in this bubble thing.
Seems like that's where we should be headed, I think.
Once you've cast it, can I dimension door through it?
I think you can. I think Mike has teleported it out of one before.
You can teleport through a wall of force.
So that we might still face one of these guys teleporting in.
Might
Or
not be
bringing
enough
all his
room.
mates as well.
Might not be enough room for them to teleport in if we
Okay, so
make
what-
it quite tight.
What we could do.
Bringing loads of people with him.
Yeah. Just like
Excellent.
you watch him summon his mates to him.
All of a sudden, how many people you can get into a phone box? Faces all pushed up against the force field.
So what I could do, and what I'm thinking maybe I should do, is dimension door into the room with the pillars.
You're in the room with the pillars.
No, the room with the bigger pillars. The bottom
Okay.
half of the room with a vortex. Yeah?
Yeah.
If I do that, then next go I could move to Scaly, pick him up, and dimension door into the wall
Oh,
of
you're
force.
talking about the statue workshop.
Yes.
The room off to your west where all of these Kios ghouls were.
So does that
Yeah,
sound like
okay.
the best option, or the pray for divine intervention?
So you're thinking of heading south into
No,
the
I'm
big
thinking-
pillar room.
Into the big pillar room, so that next go I can rescue Scaly.
Yeah, but rescuing Scaly involves Pinky and different legs,
Yeah.
and possibly immense pelvis. It's fraught with danger.
No,
If I look
well,
at the round sequence, you've got you.
not if they
Buggy,
don't know. They
Parker,
won't know that I'm
Scaly,
there.
Burple.
Then I move.
If you move up to where Buggy is, and then Burple moves up to where Buggy is, and then Burple can do the Wall of Force, and that's all in his round, and then you're all protected, and none of you have had to have done Dimension Door into the Wall of Force or anything like that, and then it's them, and then you all get around again to fiddle with the knobs.
Family
So
show.
move round into
Yeah.
there. Is that what we're doing? Is that what you want me to
You
do?
fiddle with your knobs.
I thought I was just
I
trying
think
to
it's up to you, Graham.
It's been
No, I
incredible
think-
sentences spoken in the last
No, I
minute.
think
Yeah.
we have to.
I think we have to have a
We have to-
strategy. So what do we want
what
it
I
to
was
be?
suggesting, but I mean, I'm not there.
Well,
so.
the strategy it's generally, I think, as Johnny says, I rarely agree with Johnny, but in this case, I think I do.
So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah,
We're
I
going to
think we
gather
do that.
around the machine and try and disable it.
Yeah, but the point is, could you be doing something else at the same time while Johnny and I try and do that?
Well, once I'm there, yes, obviously.
The thing is, it's just a temporary holding point.
That's what we want to do. I'm going to follow the Wisdom Council. I will move.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
hang on.
I can't get there and do the wall force in one round.
Right.
Because you ran too far away.
No,
I can.
I couldn't have got there anyway.
Can't you do Misty Step as a
It's a
bonus
spell.
action or something?
I can, but it's still a spell.
But
you can't do two
I have to
spells
move
in a
and
round.
move to get there.
Oh, no, okay.
Okay, so that's not such a good idea.
Unless you can get me there.
Can you move up to Burple and Dimension Door with him up to me? Then
Yeah.
on his round, he can do the Wall of Force.
That I could do. I wonder if I could just pick him up and move. How far away is he?
10 squares, 50 foot.
40.
You're not making it easy to check how far I can get. So, potentially I could move, I think, to you. 45 feet to Burple.
Yes.
70 feet to there.
70 to the entrance to the northwestern
90
passage.
to the other end of the passage. And then...
Yeah, out with front and back arms, immense pelvis, the vortex room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to be 5 foot short.
Okay.
So you can dimension door, though.
I could
Which is better
dimension
than
it.
Buggy, who's 3 foot short.
Hey!
Okay. I will move to Burple, Mike,
Yes.
and I will grab him
Yes.
and dimension door to the back end of that lever space where Buggy is hiding.
Graham. Read me dimension door.
You can bring an object along with you. You can teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range.
Yeah.
You arrive in your desired location. It can be a place
Yes.
that you can see, or one that you can visualize, or one that you can describe by stating distance and direction.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've never seen it, so
You've never seen it, and Buggy is stunned and has not described it.
Right.
Is what's bothering me.
fair enough.
But
Then
you
I
can
can't
move
do
up to
that.
Burple, Dimension Door to a place that you can see in that room, and then with the rest of your movement, move up to Buggy.
Oh, that's true.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
a bad
true.
idea.
So hang on, let's just check we can do that. So
The most complicated set of manoeuvres to get
As you move up
everybody
to
into.
Purple, you will get a full view up that
Up
northwest
the
passage.
yeah,
Right up. Which means that you can pick pretty much anywhere in that southeastern quadrant of the vortex room.
yeah.
Readers, this is making no sense, but by now you may be seeing a map
The
on
problem's going to be
social media thing.
I
that will make
can't
it
see
make
a
sense.
place that's close enough to do 10-foot of movement.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how I could. I don't
Well,
know.
you
can't make
don't
it.
need to get right next to me because Burple on his round can grab you and move you up to me, then do the Wall of Force.
Yes, he could do.
Yeah, just grab you.
Yeah, you can just
Take
sit
me
on my
along.
broom.
You sit on Purple's pole while he tugs you off.
Oh, yes, I grab
Run out to Purple.
the old sweepstake, I stroke it with great reminiscence.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't need to overdo this, Graham. But
I think there is.
yeah,
Okay, well,
He's a
this better
Viking.
work, Burple.
Yeah, well, we're in a bit of trouble.
if Purple straddles his
Hang
pole
on,
and you
hang
tug
on,
him off,
hang on. They get legendary actions.
Well,
this
you
is
know,
true.
I don't think there's anything we can do about the legendary actions. It just could be any old time, couldn't they?
But we could
What?
take a round rather than try and do this so quickly. We could take a round and try and position ourselves better. To then get into position next round.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, for example, it could be any arm. Doesn't need to be the one that you're at.
Oh, that's true.
That's going to leave Buggy high and dry.
We could go for this one,
The far one.
the northern one. I can see that one as I go past,
Yeah.
and I could dimension
Or the
door it.
western one.
Why don't you do that? And then if I'm hopefully not stunned, it's probably the end of my go, isn't it? I get the roll.
Which one do you want to go to, Dan? Why don't we do that?
It's just
Go
an
for a
idea. I don't
different
know.
one.
You choose. It's your round.
The western one.
Western one seems it's the furthest away from the Greeblies.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to move up to Burple. As I pass the entrance of the passageway, I can see
Yes,
the
I get it.
western set of machinery, and I'm going
Yes.
to dimension door us to there. tiptoe.
into the gap between the machinery and the alcove in which it sits.
Yeah.
Okay, that must have been the longest round in the entire campaign, I'm thinking.
Yes.
20 minutes or something.
So that puts me over
On
here. Purple.
21, it's
over
Uncle Buggy.
here.
I'm stunned. What's
Stunned. So you can't do anything. At the end of your turn,
yeah.
can you give me a Constitution save, DC 20, please?
Better make that save, Johnny.
Yeah. Better make it safe.
Well, new session, new Ort dice.
Oh, it's
he's
a
rolled an
28.
18 out the gate. You are no longer stunned on 18.
I'm no longer raging, I guess, am I?
Parker is not with us on 15. Scaly is not with us on 13. It is Auntie Burple.
So Auntie Burple, in his round, is going to, well, fuck his buggy.
You're going to fuck his buggy.
No, I said, where the fuck is Buggy?
Oh.
Am I waiting for Buggy, or am I just doing the Wall of Force?
No, I would stick with the plan, try and disable the, Jeezy, what's it?
Cheesy, what's it?
Or do the, unless you can get me
Or do the what?
back, and then do the, I don't know.
I can't really wait for them to have a round.
No, do your Wall of Force then.
Okay, I'll do the Wall of Force.
Is it a sphere?
It's a sphere with a 10-foot radius,
Okay, I can give you a sphere with a 10
so it can be
radius.
centered.
Yeah.
Where's my pointy thing gone?
Oh,
Okay,
family show.
I think I'm the center of that area.
How's that? Close enough?
Yeah,
It's okay
looking
to me.
good.
But I mean, I'm not the
No,
caster.
I would
so
push it
damn
out.
Ooh,
I would center it on the entrance to that portal bit.
happy with that?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. On 12, it's Greeblies.
Give up. Go home.
Not
Run away.
exactly.
I'm sure they want to.
Let's see if anything happens to Scaly. Oh,
He's
Okay.
raised as a
number one.
Gerbil.
ghoul.
Scaly. Who can see you? Nobody can see you, so I'm not going to get into that.
I can see him.
Johnny can though.
Sorry, yes. So, Buggy, you can see from one of Scaly's eye sockets a green worm emerges, and you see Scaly's body twitch.
Oh, okay.
That's
well,
it then.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1. It's just bad luck. Aqua, which is what we're calling this Avalakia ghost in the northeastern quadrant of the chamber, the new one. Uncle Buggy, can you give me a charisma save? DC 20, please.
Charisma. Are you kidding?
I am not kidding.
Oh, is this a banishment thing?
As long as you didn't dump stack charisma,
What do you think?
you'll be fine.
I'm a 60-year-old
Well, I don't.
hobbit.
Yeah, but that's got
Right.
naught to do with it. Charisma is your force of personality. I don't think anybody could argue that Buggy doesn't have a distinct
Good
and
looks.
forceful
It's good.
personality. And I'm sure that's reflected in his stat.
All right, well, I need a 20.
So you've got no bonus.
Right.
Okay, well, off you go.
Shit.
Let's see what you get. You want to do any practice rolls?
20. Come on, charisma, that's a ruthless stat.
To dump.
What you want me to do? I'm
It's not
just
strength, dexterity, the usual saves.
No, it's not one of the usual saves. It's
With all
charisma
due
save.
respect, I have crappy usual saves. That's why I'm always dying.
Oh, do you see?
Charisma is the one stat that
Dice
I'm
isn't
good
going
at.
to roll itself, Johnny.
Oh, God.
It might do.
It might do. It might be better if it did. Okay. 12. Fail. Do you have the lucky feat?
No.
Okay, so would you like to use your Ort dice?
No.
You wouldn't?
You sure?
Uncle Buggy
Well,
sure
I
disappears.
1 in 20. Nah.
No, but then you've got your 1 in
Then
10
you've
on
got
top
an
of
extra
it.
D10.
Sorry,
Oh,
it's
so 1
been
in 10.
decided.
Hang on. I forgot about that.
Uncle Buggy
Hang on.
disappears.
Hang on.
Well, you said
Haven't.
no.
Yes, and then everybody said, well, actually, you get an extra 1d10. Which I forgot about. All right, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. All right, I've
No,
disappeared.
no,
I've
no,
disappeared.
no, no. I don't want to
Okay.
be cruel. Do you want to use your Ort dice?
Yeah, I may as well. Sorry, I'm just thinking about if banishment means I just disappear, right? If it's banishment,
Yeah.
You're assuming that it's
then there's a lot
banishment.
of death saves.
It may be absolutely academic.
Yeah, I know. All right. I won't do it.
You're not going to
I'm
use
not
your
gonna
Ort
use
dice.
it.
Okay, you disappear.
And then there were 2.
Buggy
Well-
vanishes.
At this point, he starts to wonder whether he should fuck off.
What, and try and defeat the forces of Kios, just the 2 of us?
Yeah. Or, retire as the...
So this was Aqua that did this, was it?
That was Aqua.
Can't you
Next.
pray for divine
Yeah,
intervention?
but you're inside the wall of force now, so you can now basically fiddle with the knobs to your heart's desire.
Right.
Oh, hey.
Immense pelvis. I'm going to make a perception check for Immense pelvis. Does it notice? It has a perception of loads. It notices you. It casts a fireball. It centers it on Burple. The little pea streaks out of its bony finger and impacts against the wall of force and detonates. That is the end of Immense Pelvis's round. Front and back arms, I'm going to make an intelligence check. They're incredibly intelligent. It's very likely to make it. It does make it. It moves up towards Burple and Sessions. On 12, it is Sessions.
Shit. Well, I think we've got two options. We could stay where we are, knowing that they're about to try and raise the wall of force.
When you say raise it, what do you mean?
Destroy it.
How?
Disintegrate, aren't they?
Have they got disintegrate?
I think we have just... Yes.
Yeah, well, I missed that, obviously.
Well, they didn't cast it, but they got...
Mike was being fair that he couldn't.
The suggestion seemed to be that he didn't know that we were behind it yet.
Now they know.
Yeah.
You're doomed.
Now they know what, though?
That
Well, they know we're behind a wall of force.
Yeah, but the other creature,
we
why
know
did
that
he
they've got
move
disintegrate?
rather than immediately casting a disintegrate?
Maybe Immense Pelvis is the only one with disintegrate. Got the impression he was about to do a disintegrate.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I could double up with a prismatic wall.
Yeah. I can pray for divine intervention, mess with the controls in the hope that I hit the right combination, or dimension door us somewhere else.
Try messing with the controls. We haven't tried that yet, have we, at all?
I reckon
learn something.
the odds of getting the right control thing is going to be worse than the 1 in 5 divine intervention. Only a guess.
Yeah.
So it might be worth doing the divine intervention to fuck up the controls.
By the way, disintegrate is a 6th level spell. Do you reckon these things have a 6th level spells?
They've been teleporting.
Yeah, he's had a
Okay.
teleport.
Yeah, liches.
We did the symbol of death. Isn't that like an 8th level spell?
The one thing I'm wondering is I could do
I think we-
Dominate Monster through the Wall of Force.
Can you cast spells through the wall of force?
No line of effect.
If you can target, and the target for Dominate Monster is you
Only-
attempt to beguile a creature that you can see within range.
That would work both ways.
Yes.
Graham wants to leave.
No, I'm trying to make sure we're not just... There are two of us now. We could very quickly be none.
I'll do a prismatic wall around the Wall of Force. So that
Okay.
can be my next action.
Before they
And
go.
that will prevent the disintegrate.
Okay. Well, shall I pray for divine intervention then? Isn't it more like...
Yeah.
Just double check that.
Go for it. 1 in 5.
Not quite one.
Yeah,
Five.
come on, hero moment.
What are you going to pray for? What do you want him to do?
Well, the code, perhaps, to disable this machine mightn't be a bad help.
Yeah. hmm
Something that helps us in a significant way.
Yeah, help us to disable the machine.
It seems like the perfect moment for a successful divine intervention.
Yeah, it does. Of course you won't roll.
Of course
it's
I
1 in
won't,
5, but
It's
worth
1
a
in
try.
5. It's worth a try, isn't it?
Wake the dice up first, though. My recommendation.
I'm not waking
Thanks,
the
Simon.
dice up. We're just...
Cold
Fortune
dice roll.
will guide
It's a bit
us.
dodgy. You haven't done any
Okay.
dice rolls this evening, Graham.
That's what I'm going to do.
I'll throw a few dice rolls at least. Come on.
I'm not going to warm the dice up.
You haven't rolled a dice this evening. It's not good.
I know, but it's fine. Because it's fate. Misfortune is going to help us. I'm going to roll now.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Those under what? 19, is it? 19
Under 19.
19
19
or
or under.
20th level, it works automatically.
Does it?
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Surely you should pray to go up a level.
You stab Burple for the experience.
Toss him out. Yeah.
Family show, Graham. But
Family
yeah,
show. Okay, here goes.
you're going to roll against the teacup?
Yes.
Got to believe.
It is a... No, I'm afraid the Lady Luck Misfortune does not hear your call. Want to take a move action? Take a move action?
Can I get further
Do you
back
want to interact with an object?
Yeah, fiddle the levers.
Yeah, I'll fiddle with the levers randomly.
Randomly fiddle with the levers. Okay, I'm going to roll percentile. Let us see what number I get.
Am I trying to get high or low?
It depends.
Can I roll
okay, so what I'm going to do
percentile?
is, you most certainly can, but just for clarity,
Mm-hmm.
this is to see if anything happens. What happens may be good, may be neutral, may not be good. So whether or not
Fine.
you want high or low is a very difficult thing to kind of peer into the future. Yeah,
Okay.
right. So off you go. You have a 20% chance of something happening when you randomly fiddle with the levers.
I'm looking for a low number then.
20 or under on a D100. 93. Nothing happens. You fiddle with the controls and
Should have
nothing
said hi.
happens. On 21, no. On 18, no. On 15, no. On 13, it's purple.
Right.
And then there were 2.
I'm going to cast a prismatic wall
I thought you might.
around
And you cast it out
us.
through the wall of...
Johnny.
Sorry.
A shimmering multicolored plane of forms a vertical opaque wall up to 90 feet long, 30 feet high, 1 inch thick. Alternatively, you can shape it. Well, you just position it, so it's line of effect.
No, line of effect can't go through a wall of force.
Why not?
In the same way that a magic missile can't go through a wall of force, and you can't.
It's not
You
the
need a
same
line of
reason.
effect. You need a line of effect. We've had this discussion a zillion times.
Well, what about putting it on the inside?
Yeah, exactly. You can make it smaller than the wall of force by a micron.
But the reason was putting it up was to stop the
Stop the
disintegrating
wall of force
on the
coming
wall
down.
of force.
But okay, so they spend a round disintegrating it, then they have to work out how to bring down the prismatic wall.
True.
I mean, it's about buying time, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. I'll do it inside.
I'm just going to use another template. You're filling the wall of force with a
Free
prismatic.
interact with an object, Dan. Fiddle
Free
with the
interact with
levers.
with an object. Did I learn anything from Graham's attempt?
Well, I'm going to
Investigation.
interpret the rules that I've been given
Maybe? Yeah.
as friendlily as possible.
Yeah. That's
Let
good.
me have a
Yeah.
look. Da, da,
So
da,
yes, the
thingy,
answer is
thingy.
yes. I
Give me
automatically figure it.
an Arcana check.
Not an investigation check.
Nope, an Arcana check. It's very clearly specified.
Perception check.
Arcana check. 17 is insufficient, I'm afraid. You
That's quite a
can't
good roll.
learn anything from Sessions' knob fiddling,
Oh,
so
okay.
you must fiddle with your knobs.
Okay, I shall fiddle my knobs. What do I roll? A
Roll a
percentile.
percentile. Got a 20% chance of something happening. High or low, it's up to you.
I'll go low.
On a percentile,
You're
here we go.
going to get it. You're going to get
I'm
it.
not saying this is going to be good, but let's see what happens.
I think it's going to be good.
So 43.
We're getting closer.
Nothing happens. On
Okay.
12. Right, now what am I dealing with? I've got
A wall of
right.
force wrapped around a
Yeah,
prismatic
yeah.
wall.
Well, I'm going to make a roll here. Okay, that's a big number. Your wall of force comes down, Burps.
So he's got to disintegrate. Okay.
Purple, your mini you placed outside the niche. Are you actually outside the niche, or are you in the niche?
I'll be inside the niche.
Okay,
Makes me nervous that it matters.
more stuff happens, and on 12 it is Sessions. 5 rounds of your banishment spell have gone, Sessions.
Right. I'm wondering whether to repeat the same round again with more panic.
Yeah, fiddle with the knobs. I mean, you haven't got another divine, have you?
Yeah, I can.
So it's once a
No,
Only if the
surely.
deity intervenes can you not use it again. As long as you don't receive any aid, you can keep
You're
going.
kidding.
Yeah, why not?
Doesn't make sense.
I'm not kidding. I am saying true words.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
I
make
think
sense.
I'm going to follow the same round. We're in desperate straits.
Desperate straits. I want
Yeah,
my
dire
MTV.
straits.
Let me have a look.
Or we could dimension door out.
We've got to go for it, don't we?
One more round of trying?
How are they going to get through the prismatic wall, do you think?
I don't know. How do you break down a prismatic wall?
Well, I'm not saying that out loud, but
Okay. I'm going to continue with
Hang on,
my
it's-
It'll
train.
take several rounds, right?
If successful, you can't use this feature again for 7 days. Otherwise, you can use it again after a long rest.
Oh,
You
Oh,
can't.
dear.
It doesn't make sense.
Johnny
dear.
has just
such a-
shafted you
such-
all.
such a killjoy.
Yeah,
Shafted
Just
Yeah,
following
he's
the
just
rules,
jealous.
folks. Just following the rules.
Jealous.
right.
Got to get
Well,
extra experience, Mr. DM. Can I have my character back, please?
no.
No and no.
No,
Or
that's it.
this
He's dead now.
Assistance.
He's gone over to the dark side.
In fact, the little mini devils tormenting you on this microplane redouble their efforts.
Well, that's really, really annoying. Thank you, Johnny.
But you can still do fiddling, can't
Yeah,
you?
you can still
I can
fiddle
do
with
fiddling.
You
the
could do
knobs.
a
Yeah.
heal spell on me.
Well, let's try fiddling first. Did I learn anything
Oh,
from...
give me an Arcana check.
I'm not very good at Arcana, but
Me neither.
Well, that's bad news because that's basically the absolute foundation
what
of
we need.
working this out. It's a 2.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I will fiddle with the knobs, rolling low.
Okay. You got a 20% chance.
Yes.
Something happens. Will something happen, Sessions?
Oh,
Can you
For God's sake, Mike.
can you turn the tide from within your prismatic sphere?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
The odds
It's
are
going
against
to
you.
work.
Well,
Yes,
we're not going to
Gatto.
find out now. After a very long session of you chaps discussing what to do next, and really not much else happening apart from Scaly having worms coming out of his
Not
face.
Getting very
We're going to find out if you can turn the tide by manipulating the great unlife vortex machine when we pick things up next week. Oh,
Maybe we should try brute force.
That might be the next step.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. Dawn of a New Age and Age of Worms are copyright Wizards of the Coast. Dawn of a New Age was written by Tito Lietti. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!